Now, the Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria says it will collaborate with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency to fight drug abuse among its members and youths. Our correspondent Theophilus Elama has more on this.
Gathered here are young people from Ajegunle area of Lagos who are recipients of this legacy scholarship. A report by the United Nations Office on Drug and Crime in Nigeria indicates that 14.4% of people aged between 15 and 64 years abuse drugs. This informed the purpose of this collaboration by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and the Performing Musicians Association of Nigeria. Speaking on their partnership at PMAN's headquarters in Lagos, the NDLEA chairman, Buba Marwa, lamented the rate of drug abuse amongst musicians and young Nigerians.
So it is now time, we believe, for the NDLEA as an institution and PMAN as an institution, not individuals, as an institution to collaborate and fight this war together.
I've never smoked in my life. I've never taken alcohol. Not because I don't want to, not because I can't afford it, not because I've seen the destruction.
The agency is further seeking collaboration with PMAN to push its message to young people. The chairman wants musicians to use their fame and influence to send a strong message to the youth on the dangers of abusing drugs.
So it is very important that we appeal to you in this collaboration to please get a strong message across to the membership of PMAN to stay away from this encouragement, which sometimes even includes physical use of it.
This PMAN sees out to the young ones, to the youths, because we want to try as much as possible to disabuse the mind of musicians in the use of drugs, to disabuse the mind of the young ones that you can actually be a superstar, you can actually make money, you can actually be a whiskey and not smoke hemp. You can actually be a Wandeko or Burna Boy without having addiction.
The president of PMAN seized the opportunity of the visit to intimate the NDLEA chairman of their effort to organize an advocacy campaign against drug abuse across the country and their plan to build rehabilitation centers as part of their ongoing projects in Abuja and Lagos. Theophilus Elama, TVC News, Lagos.
Now, Ola Awakan Stageplay, The Blind Stab, has premiered in Lagos as lovers of Stageplay converged on the popular Freedom Park to enjoy the beauty of such craft. And our correspondent Theophilus has more on this.
The Blind Stab, a stage play written by Ola Awakan and directed by Ifeanyi Eziokwu, captures the whole essence of life. It tells the story of Senator Esosa, whose source of power and wealth goes beyond what lies on the surface. She uses her political position as a cover-up to mask her heinous acts.
It's about the society that we live in, and the playwright is someone I know very well, and he told me about it. And yeah, it's well, when I say it's a satire, it's a message for every one of us about what's going on, and it speaks to the get-rich-quick syndrome that we found ourselves today.
The joy of every playwright is to see your play on stage, because there's something we call in the parlance of theater. There's what we call MS1 and MS2. MS1 is your master script 1. Master script 1 is what you have produced from your imagination. Master script 2 is when it is, reenacted on stage. So I'm so happy that this play has come alive.
Presented by the Just Theatre House in collaboration with Art Beats Concept, Blind Stab is one of the plays for the Ifeanyi Eziokwu-led theatre in the cinema project.
To take the mind of the audience away from what's currently happening in the country, let's have fun. We can't over-celebrate, we can't over-talk about it. Let's have fun. Let me not talk about things I already know you are going through. Let's just have fun. That's all. So out of everything I've seen, written, that I've read, I just say no, Blind Stab is what it is.
I think more of laughter and excitement because the characters were able to portray their role very well. So it was more of, and then there was also suspense for me. Always looking forward to what was going to happen next. So there's mixed feeling of excitement, of suspense, of what's going to happen next, and I wanted to see what was going to happen next.
This play was good. Like, I've been the first time into Freedom Park, and they're really, really talented actresses and actors. So, and the story was really funny.
Theophilus Ilama, TVC News, Lagos.